Hello. Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. Today, Microsoft Flight Sim have announced Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Wait, what? Who knew about this? Who's in charge? Someone knew about it. There's a trailer, man. This is terribly exciting, and there are so many questions. The trailer that we're looking at here on the video, they're talking about the next generation of Microsoft Flight Sim, and it seems to be heavily geared towards a career in aviation. You can see there's all new kind of weather details, there's new aircraft, new visual effects, new models. There's a whole lot of stuff going on here. We have so many questions. Is this going to be like the old Microsoft Flight Sim 98, a century of flight, and so on? Remember the way we had like a different installation or iteration every 2 to 3 years? It definitely looks interesting. But from the trailer, we can see some absolutely amazing content. I mean, anything from search and rescue, there's stuff going out there at sea, there's firefighting, there's VIP. There's a whole new world being created here for us, the users and the communities of Microsoft Flight Sim. I think the future is still very, very positive. In fact, I think it's even more positive now. This clearly shows the commitment from Asobo and Microsoft into the further development of this flight simulator. And sure, there's a ton of bugs when it comes to the current sim. Some of them got fixed over time, some of them are still waiting. Perhaps there are limitations in the current engine, perhaps, they needed to create new technology in order to fix more things, but I don't know. I mean, so many questions, right? I mean, looking at that, there's an aircraft in here. I think it looks like the Innibil's Beluga, that big Airbus. There's an A400 in there. There's different choppers in there. There's like that Canada Air, I think it's a CL4. It looks absolutely stunning. So what do we think? Is this going to be a module similar to that we saw with the Reno Air Races? Do we buy the add-on for whatever amount of money and we get all the aircraft on all these missions? Or is this going to be a brand new simulator? Many questions from the third-party developers. Well, is all our stuff going to work? We've invested time and money into buying all add-ons and trying them out, flying them, not to mention all the airports. It's also interesting to look at the new weather system. I mean, there's clearly signs here of tornadoes. And is this a reason why perhaps the Microsoft and Asobo haven't opened up the weather engine to the third parties, most notably ActiveSky? Is it because they're still working on things here? I suppose the main thing is, what's the impact to us? Do we have to abandon a flight simulator that we kind of love and hate at the same time and move on to kind of greener pastures? Or is this going to be the case that all our existing add-ons are going to work, all the aircraft are going to be fine, or do they all now need a new sort of an update? And what's that going to mean to third-party developers? Do they now have to go back and spend time by updating all their aircraft or their sceneries or their modules for them to work in the new sim? And if so, well, time is money. Does that mean we got to pay for these updates? Who knows? All I do know is this trailer looks incredible. And for a flight sim, for our flight sim, Microsoft Flight Sim, it looks class. I mean, it really does. Like, there's all sorts of stuff going on in this video. There's liveries on airliners. This was a huge headache that Microsoft had. All the red tape that York had announced saying, it's not as easy to get all these liveries. There's all rights and you know what I mean? There was all of this stuff to talk about. And what does it mean also for the Xbox pilots? Is this going to potentially be a better sim? Will it be, more accessible? More refined? Less buggy? It's hard to know, but it is totally exciting. And I think, unless I'm very wrong, none of us knew about this. Like, this just kind of came out of nowhere, right? I mean, we're looking at the roadmap for the year. We can see there's, new features coming, new updates, new aircraft, and a couple of bug fixes along the way. This wasn't on the roadmap at all. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I want to read down through them and get a full opinion, and we'll be chatting about this on our live stream, which we do every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 1900 Zulu over on twitch.tv/2ToneMurphy, and you'll catch us out on Discord as well if this is just burning and you need to get it off your chest. So thanks for watching the video and stay tuned for more news.